What separates the ordinary from the legendary? Why do some defy the impossible while others freeze in fear? The answer is not talent, genetics, or luck. The answer is the mind. Ayrton Senna didn't just drive a car, he mastered the laws of physics. Michael Jordan didn't just play basketball, he rewrote the rules of the game. What did they have in common? A different mental code. A code that eliminated fear, shattered limits, and made them unparalleled. In this video, you will understand how this same code can be activated within you. If you have ever wondered why so many people remain trapped in patterns of fear and doubt, the explanation lies in the subconscious. The true enemy of success is not out there. It is inside your own mind. From an early age, we are programmed to avoid risks, to fear failure, to doubt ourselves. But those who become legends learn to rewrite this code. They turn challenges into fuel. They don't wait for confidence to arrive. They build confidence through action. Today, you will learn how to do the same. The human mind is a battlefield. On one side is your consciousness, your desire to grow, to become stronger, smarter, more capable. On the other side is your subconscious, the hidden part of your mind that, in trying to protect you, limits you. Have you ever found yourself paralyzed by an irrational fear? Have you felt something holding you back, even when you knew exactly what needed to be done? This is not a coincidence. It is a program installed in your brain long ago. Fear is an illusion created by the subconscious. It does not distinguish between real danger and an imagined threat. To it, taking risks and failing is as dangerous as standing in front of a predator. But here's the truth. Fear only has power over those who listen to it. The unbeatable don't ignore fear. They face it. They condition it until it becomes irrelevant. And that is exactly what you will learn to do. Ayrton Senna used to say, "Fear is an illusion. When you understand it, it disappears." But how does this work in practice? How do athletes, geniuses, and leaders rewrite the mental programming that limits them? The answer lies in the internal code they install in their own minds. And this code begins with absolute control over internal dialogue. What you say to yourself shapes your reality. If your mind constantly repeats that you are not good enough, that you will fail, that you are not worthy of success, then that becomes true. But if you learn to shape your internal narrative, you transform your identity. Your mind is software, and you can reprogram it. Today, you will learn the first essential command of this code: replacing limiting thoughts with powerful affirmations. From now on, what you say to yourself will no longer reflect your fears but your greatness. Fear is a test, and the way you respond to it defines what you achieve in life. Most people retreat. They avoid challenges, flee from discomfort, and protect themselves inside a safety zone. But the brutal truth is that this safety zone is a prison, a place where potential dies. The unbeatable know that fear is a sign of growth. Whenever they feel fear, they move forward, because they know that on the other side of that fear exists a new self, stronger, more confident, more capable. The secret to overcoming fear is not eliminating it. It is facing it, one step at a time. This is called progressive exposure. You expose yourself to discomfort in a controlled way until what once seemed terrifying becomes natural. You have done this before, even without realizing it. When you learned to drive at first, it seemed impossible. Now, it's automatic. The same applies to any challenge. And today, you will learn how to apply this technique to master your own mind. There is a mental state where fear disappears, where the mind and body merge into a perfect flow. This state is called flow. Ayrton Senna described it as a moment when everything slowed down and he felt he was beyond human limits. Michael Jordan called it the zone. This is the state where legends operate. And the good news? It can be trained. Flow happens when you are completely immersed in the present, without distractions, without doubts, without hesitation. To enter this state, you must train your mind to disconnect from worry and focus on action. Small habits, such as controlled breathing, visualization, and absolute focus, can help you access this state on demand. And once you learn to operate in flow, your limits disappear. You train your body, but do you train your mind? True champions do this every day. They condition their brains for success before even stepping into action. How? Through mental visualization. Before every race, Ayrton Senna closed his eyes and mentally went through the track, feeling every turn as if he were already there. When he finally got into the car, he had already won the race in his mind. This is the power of mental simulation. Your brain does not distinguish something real from something intensely imagined. This means that if you visualize success repeatedly, your mind will start acting as if it is already inevitable. Life is not about avoiding challenges. It is about learning to overcome them. The greatest leaders and athletes in the world did not reach the top because they never failed. They reached the top because they learned to turn every failure into a lesson. Resilience is the key to greatness. When an obstacle arises, there are two options: stop or move forward. The weak give up. The strong adapt. The question is, how do you respond to challenges? Everything begins with identity. If you see yourself as someone limited, you act as someone limited. But if you change that identity, your actions change, and eventually, your results change too. Who do you believe you are? A winner or someone destined for failure? Your identity is just a set of beliefs that can be altered. Today, you will learn to rewrite your own story. We have reached the end, but in truth, this is just the beginning. Because now, you know the truth. What separates the great from the rest of the world is not talent, luck, or genetics. It is mindset. The question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you return to the same routine? Or will you apply this and become unstoppable? The choice is yours. No fear, no limits, no equal. Now, it's your turn. Keep exploring, learning, and believing. Your mind might be the key to transformations you can't even imagine. If you enjoyed this content and want to keep exploring the mysteries of the human mind, don't forget to like the video. Your like helps us reach more people interested in this kind of content. Share it with friends and family who might also find inspiration in this message, and leave your comment below. And of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. We're always exploring new ideas and discoveries that can transform the way you think and live. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.